Hey, for this time. Welcome to episode 18 of We Don't Judge podcast. I'm Sherry with my host TJ, my co-host TJ.
What's up, y'all?
I don't sound like that.
No, he don't.
Yes, it's been a while. Life has been lifing. But
All over the place.
yeah, life been lifing all over the place. But on the bright side, I am here with Kink Miss Frizzle. Frizzle Dizzle.
Man. Okay.
Yes,
I'm not mad at Frizzle Dizzle.
The Frizzle Dizzle.
Yeah.
You have more AKAs coming up as soon as I think of it.
But make them cute though. All right.
I'll see what I can do.
All right. Thank you. Do me that favor at least.
I'll see what I can do. I'll try and make them cute. I can't be like, ooh, AKA big titty face. Like, that's wild. But I got you. I'll figure out something.
Early.
Way too early. And I'm out of practice. Don't worry. That time is going to get better. I promise.
We said that so many episodes ago.
My comedic time is getting better. But thank you for watching. If you enjoy, please like, subscribe. It's a bell down there somewhere. Comment, share.
Yeah.
Most importantly, share. Share the TikToks with your friends. And then maybe they'll actually come watch the show. But share the TikToks. How you been, sweetie?
I've been good.
Okay.
I've been good. It's been busy.
It's
In mostly good ways. You know what I mean?
Awesome.
In mostly good ways.
Awesome. I want to be busy.
You want to be busy?
I want to be busy.
You been unbusy?
I've been a lot of unbusy. So I'm trying to move from like the kitchen to tech. And if I can get an interview for an entry level job, that'll be dope. Every interview I had has been for like a supervisor or management position. And I'm so tired of hearing, ooh, I love you as a person and you'll be a great fit here. Unfortunately, this job is way like, nigga. But I don't know how I keep getting in they stack. I don't know.
All it takes is one yes.
I do, yeah.
Stay with it.
I'm gonna stay with it. I need a job in case somebody is hiring out there. You gotta tell me you found me yet. So we're going to start off with the icebreaker, and the icebreaker is the current state of politics and how Republicans don't like sex.
Republicans love sex.
They don't want anyone else to have sex.
They don't want anybody else to have sex. They like to sex shame other people, but they love the shit.
They do. Yo, did you know every time they have the Republican convention, the grinder in that city like crashes?
I bet.
So, but it is a lot of religious shame and stuff that they're dealing with. I don't know. But as always, fuck Donald Trump,
Forever.
Ken Paxton, and Hot Wheels.
Forever and ever.
I don't have any tips on what to like to give y'all to like if you want to like as of right now, it's not illegal to be kinky. But technically it's not illegal to be kinky, but I don't have the lawyer here, so I can't get into that. But as of right now, it's not illegal to be kinky. I wouldn't be surprised if down the line they come up with some shit to do it. I know in Texas they have already pretty much banned Pornhub. They're trying to make a law that says if you buy a sex toy online, you have to prove that you're 18. That's wild. But luckily, my toy bag is so fucking big.
Yeah.
I'm gonna show you a picture of that shit.
Please.
I'm kind of proud and kind of embarrassed at the same time.
No. You're not finna shame yourself.
Nah, I'm not finna shame.
No.
And when I say I'm embarrassed, I'm like, damn, I spent a lot of fucking money on this shit.
Oh, I mean, everybody has their vice. It could be worse.
Yo, if someone breaks in my trunk and take my bag,
they don't have to take a step back.
When they open that bitch, they're going to have to...
They're going to have to rethink it.
When they open it, they're going to have to take a step back.
Yeah.
But nigga, that's like $1,000 in that shit. I'm like, God damn, that is crazy. But on the bright I'm sorry, ADD's ADD. But back to Texas and their stupid rules. Protect yourself. Protect yourself, this is a really good time to make sure to get in your local kink community and build a community around them, because they can't stop us all or stop. I don't know where I'm going with this, but that ain't the point. Get with your local community.
Yes. Get your safe spaces in order.
Get your safe spaces in order. Get your shit in order. And always fuck Donald Trump, Ken Paxton, and Hot Wheels. I'm not using that name no more. It's Hot Wheels forever. Well, at least in Texas it is. I don't know.
Ben.
I like when Congresswoman Crockett got in trouble. Like, I didn't see the problem.
No, and immediately everybody was like, "We've been calling him that. Like, that's not new."
Like Republicans and Democrats, like, no, that's Hot Wheels.
Hot Wheels. He said it himself.
Nah, nigga, Governor Hot Wheels. Oh no, wait, I seen a meme. They turned his wheelchair into an actual Hot Wheel. Oh, that was the funniest shit ever, dog.
The internet is undefeated.
That was the funniest shit ever. All right. So, here you go. You had a long time to think.
A long time to think about? Wait, where we at?
What got your rouse this week? Or last
week? It was actually just this morning. Waking up, and it was like, you know how it is outside. If you're not in Texas or in Houston today, it's doing what it does, and it's gloomy. Yeah, it's gloomy, it's ugly, it's like Armageddon. Yeah. So waking up to that in a quiet, cold house, and me and my partner, like, we both got to get up and do shit. But like, we'll have mornings sometimes where you're not all the way in the mood for full-on sex, but you like will masturbate next to each other. And like assist each other. Like, we'll do that some mornings, and today was one of those mornings. And
so do you like pull a hand and you do a head?
Yeah.
And shit, this is a free tip. I'm gonna tell you why in a second. Ladies, if you're gonna grab the dick, please lube it up. Your tongue, your spit, or your head, no cap, lube that shit up. There's nothing men like. By men, I mean me. Some nigga out there might like it. Mm-hmm. Me, personally, and maybe a bunch of others, don't like a dry hand. That shit is rough and it hurts. I don't like it. Please put lube on your hands. Coconut oil, actual lube, Vaseline. I don't give a fuck what it is, yo.
Or use your mouth. Yeah, okay. Lube your mans.
Use your mouth. I don't know. So...
the tip of the week. You were supposed to tack that on at the end.
No, I can run that bitch right back.
We're gonna have to. I said what I needed to say. Okay. I said what I needed to say. That was a good. It helped. It helped.
I'm glad it got you. Oh wait, I was gonna ask the question. All right, so when you diddling and he's diddling, do you like reach over like I'm a diddle, and then he diddles you back?
Yeah.
Okay, cool beans. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Do he reach over and choke you?
I choked him this morning.
That's also a tip.
Choke your nigga. They love this shit. So sometimes, I sleep hard. Mm-hmm. That's crazy. I sleep hard. I fell asleep out so many times. Yeah.
So, I sleep hard. So sometimes when I hear my partner with the wand or the whatever, mm-hmm. I just lean over and just give her a nice little choke. I'm out.
You choking her in your sleep?
In my sleep, I'm out. But hold on, let me not speed up. All right, so let me say what got me aroused last week. I went to this play party last week, right? Mm-hmm. So I went to the play party with the intent. Let me not say with the intent. I didn't plan on fucking anybody at the play party. Mm-hmm. This was purely we're gonna see what these people are doing. We're gonna see if they're safe or not, so I can promote them through the munch of it, right? So it started off kind of boring at first. Mm-hmm. the host did. Then I set the vibes right, so she's trying to get everybody to drink. I'm gonna come up with like a list of red flags. Well, let me not say red flags, but this is how you know your party's not doing too well.
Okay.
And one of them is you didn't set the vibes right because you're trying to get everybody to drink. It's shot o'clock. It's shot o'clock. It's shot o'clock.
Oh.
You shouldn't have to encourage people to drink like that to have fun.
Right.
But so a little bit later on that night, when the shit got to shitting, right?
Mm-hmm.
The place they was at was by downtown, and it had like a little roof view, and I wanted to do a impact scene on the roof because downtown is in the back. Like, oh, this would be a dope video, or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I couldn't do it at that time because the roof was too crowded. I got the birthday girl up on the roof, and I'm vlogging her, not too hard, just a little soft, no intro, whatever, right? And then she's like she had on you know like the little 90s that's like the little shorts and the little tank top thingy, whatever, right?
Yeah.
So she's like, I don't know if I like this. I'm like, you might not know, but your body is loving this. You are so fucking wet.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh my gosh, yo, that shit, like the crotch area was like soaked.
Mm-hmm.
So because you know me, your friendly neighborhood pleasure top, I got my one. I made a squirt like twice. So fun. There's more stories coming out that party. That party was wild, yo. Wild in a good way.
It sounds like a good time.
Oh man, it was
That's
great
a good birthday.
time. She had a black. Everyone had fun.
Happy birthday!
Everyone had fun. So the kink of the week this week is breath play. See, look, it comes back around. It's almost a circle. Let me get the official definition. You like to be choked?
Yeah.
Okay. Choking is also a favorite thing of mine. You have to make sure to do it right because if you kill someone doing sex, guess what? That is still murder.
The difference between kink and crime is consent.
Yes.
Yes.
And death is the ultimate hard limit. It is. Stop.
Anyway, okay, before you get into that, you said, so is for you choking, do you have a preference between doing the choking or being choked?
No.
Is it equal?
It's
equally good?
Equal. If you're going to choke me, I like being choked when I'm getting head. I like being... Actually, it's like Dr. Seuss.
How? Okay.
Choke me here, you choke me there. Choke me
I guess
anywhere.
it depends on how she's positioned.
Or if you have long arms. I have these freakishly long arms. Mm-hmm. So I can go down to you and choke you at the same time. Okay. As long as you're not over 5'8".
Okay. That's so specific.
It is specific. I'll tell you that story after we
Okay.
got here.
Okay.
But as long as you under like 5'8", I can go down on you and choke at the same time. I have these freakishly ass long arms. But for me, it mostly happens like in like a group setting. So I'm getting service by someone, and then someone else is choking me. Okay. Yes. I like getting choked while you're riding. I'm trying to think of a situation where I don't like to be choked in.
I don't think we have time.
I don't think I got one. Erotic asphyxiation is the intentional restriction of oxygen to the brain for the purpose of sexual arousal with a partner or alone. The act often involves strangulation. There is a lot of different ways to do breath play. Kink is a long hallway. Most things with kink is a long hallway. The first door can be a simple choke, all the way down to putting a Ziploc bag on someone's head.
On your own. See, to me, that
is some wild shit.
The people who do it to themselves, to me, is like the ultimate. Like that's,
Yeah, that's ultimate. But then that's also
like boss level.
as boss level, but it's also extremely boss level dangerous because
it is dangerous, but that's why.
Because if you pass, you can't pull the bag off yourself.
No.
Like you can't really read yourself, right? Can I touch you?
Mm-hmm.
See, look, consent always a thing, even on the shows. So when you're choking someone, you don't want to. Because my hands are weird. C is death, V is fun.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. But when you're choking someone, you want to get right here. There's an artery right there, and we're cutting off the artery. Don't cut off the airway, because they may. It's not too much. So you get a good choke, and you just hold it right there. Don't look at her eyes. And why are you moaning at me? That's why.
I didn't moan.
Ew.
Not you.
This is so fun.
Not what that was.
I miss you. This is so fun. Anywho, so you just hold squeakly. You squeeze, gently or whatever, a little bit. Mm-hmm. This part is gentle when you're squeezing in just enough to, just to like stop the oxygen or blood going up to the brain, and you hold it for about 10 to 15 seconds. If you are with a partner and they are advanced kink advanced, I don't know how to say that, but if you're new, only do it for a couple seconds. But this is why safe words is also important. Did you hear about the OnlyFans model that killed a client on accident?
No.
Okay, so it was this OnlyFans model, and this guy paid her $11,000 to mummify him and put his head in a Ziploc bag and tape his mouth. Mm-hmm. Now, unfortunately for her, she was not experienced enough to say, no, I'm not finna to both tape your mouth and put a Ziploc bag on your head. You need to pick a struggle.
That's cool.
And she was not also experienced enough to know that you need to have nonverbal communication signs. Ooh, matter of fact, y'all getting a lot of tips in this show today. Some easy nonverbal signs is thumbs up. This is green. Okay, green means go. A flat hand like this is yellow. Yellow means pause. Change up. Check on me. A fist means red. Stop everything immediately. So take those safe words and add them to your repertoire. Mm-hmm. But anyway, go. Old girl taped his mouth shut, put the bag on him, and she washed him because that was his kink. The average human can only hold their breath for like not even 5 minutes.
Not even 5.
I think it's 45 seconds, give or take. Maybe 30. I'm fat. I can only hold my breath for 30 seconds. They can see me. They know.
Slow down. Because you jump from 5 minutes to 3 or 4 seconds.
No, it's 30 seconds.
Okay.
Not 5 minutes. It's 30 seconds.
Okay.
You can go 30 seconds to a minute. All right, thank you. You can live without oxygen for 5 minutes. Mm-hmm. Not the 8 that she had him. And
8 minutes?
8 minutes. I wish Lady Aspen was here, because she did a thing where they put a bag over her head or whatever. She said she had a blast doing it, but there was so many safety and everything to make sure that nothing goes left. When you are, if the good people at We Don't Judge podcast advises you to only choke a person for 10 seconds with your hand, not with a bag on your head, on their head, or taping their mouths. I think legally that should get me good. All right.
Yes.
Other stuff is advanced and leave the deep end of the pool for the people that's on the deep end of the pool. Yeah. I'm gonna get fussed at about this when she watch it.
Maybe a little bit.
Just a little bit.
So my thing with the whole OnlyFans things, which I'm not mad at. Get it how you live. Don't have a problem with the platform and the people who participate. My problem is situations like that where for the right dollar, they'll say yes to anything. And then there's death or the one who let 50 men in one day fuck her up the ass. And then she had to have reconstructive surgery on her asshole.
Why did she think that was a good idea?
Your guess would be as good as mine. But that's my thing. Or the one who had sex with 100 guys in one day or whatever. And then was on somebody else's podcast or whatever crying because she felt so much regret. Like, you don't have to say yes to everything.
You don't have to say yes to everything.
Like, life is hard enough. We don't need the shock value.
So I'm gonna start with the one that means the most to me. That's old girl that killed the guy on accident. Prayers out to both people, like both people and both their families.
Because it's traumatizing for her.
It's traumatizing for her too. I think for her, she just seen the money.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, I can do it. All of my kink friends that we talked about this was like, we would not did that for any amount of money because we're more concerned about your safety. I can't guarantee you being okay putting a bag across your head and taping your mouth shut. Mm-hmm. I would have told you to pick a struggle. And depending on what struggle you picked, I then would have said, okay, this is how far I'm going.
Right.
We the good people at We Don't Judge Podcast need to let all doms and tops know you can say for it from out of scene too. If something is too extreme for you or something you don't like, you too can say red and stop the scene.
The whole point is for it to be enjoyable for both.
Yes.
Giving and receiving, you should be having a good time. If it makes you uncomfortable or you don't feel safe or whatever, speak up and say something.
Consent is always a thing.
Yeah.
The more you know.
The more you know.
Yeah, once I forgot how to add graphics to that shit. Oh man, this is gonna be awesome. All you're gonna see is the little star. So I'll say that, like, I would not have done that scene. Mm-hmm. I don't care how much money it was. I would not have done that. Because I can't guarantee your safety. And in me, more than you dying, I don't take my black ass to jail.
Right.
What you in there for? Oh, tired of somebody's mouth. They couldn't breathe. You can't sound gangster saying that shit. Killed this nigga on accident. No. And not to hate on OnlyFans girls, because I can't think this baby name, but she is always on Twitter getting into it, but not in a bad way. But she's always defending herself because people are picking on her because she wears these thick ass glasses. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I don't get it. Either way it go, she was like, "Thank y'all for hating on me and buying my OnlyFans. I just bought a house today, straight cash."
Oh,
nigga.
I'm not mad at it.
I'm not mad at all. All right. So the main topic today is introducing kink to new partners. Ironically, I have new partners, so this matters to me now. Yay, I'm dating again. For how long, we don't know, but I'm dating again.
I mean, yeah. Roll with it.
I'm going to roll with it. All right. So introducing kink to new partners. Sherry, how do you introduce kink to your new partners?
So everything starts with a conversation. Never would I ever be in an intimate moment and then spring a kink on somebody.
Okay.
Never, ever. It's always going to be a conversation beforehand. Like, hey, this is what I like. I either yes or no have tried it before. How do you feel about it?
Okay.
Do you want to watch a video about it? Do you want to read some about it? Like, it's going to be a all around conversation before we would actually get into the act of it.
Okay. I do the same thing too. Like whenever I'm with a person and I think I'm about to have sex, I have an in-depth sex conversation with them.
Mm-hmm.
I ask them, hey, how you come? What makes you come? I'm asking those first because I'm trying to cheat. So I ain't gotta like, no, don't get me like that. This is smart. This might need to be a tip too. So that way, I already got a pretty good idea of what you like.
Mm-hmm.
So if you like, oh, just fiddle here to the right and then diddle down there to the left. All right, dog, I can do that. But even still, but now in that conversation, I'm asking, hey, do you like to get your ass slapped? Do you like to be choked? Do you like to get your hair pulled? Stuff like that, because even like ironically, a lot of vanilla sex also has some kink elements to it. It might be a good podcast one. I need to write this down. So like a lot of vanilla sex has like a lot of kink in it. So then like I asked them, like, you know, what do you like? What don't you like? I try to find out what are some of the soft limits. So what if one of the things I like, you're not really into it? Well, is it like a hard no or is it like a maybe?
Mm.
And then
yeah. So I feel like that's kind of like a spectrum too, because maybe you could do some of it.
Yeah, so you do some of it. So like for instance, for me, a soft limit for me is being choked while I'm blindfolded. Oh, there you go. That's the situation. I don't like to be choked in while I'm blindfolded.
While you're blindfolded.
Yes. Thank you, Army, and the PTSD you gave me. So I don't like to be choked blindfolded, because that when I'm blindfolded, my body goes into like a extra sensory awareness where I'm trying, even though I know where I am is safe, I have to like remind my brain, hey, it's safe, everything's okay. So like that's a soft limit for me. You can choke me all you want, just can't do it when I'm blindfolded. Or you can put a finger on my ass, but you can't put a finger in my ass.
Okay.
So like that's a soft limit. So that is how I would tell someone, hey, this is my soft limits or this is my hard limits. Let me not say ironically, the more I date more kinky people, the easier this conversation is.
Yeah.
And then it's not just surface level kink. You can get way down into it. You be like, oh, well, what started that? How did you get here? Well, how did you do that?
Yeah. Right. I mean, that makes sense though.
Okay. So how would you explore a kink that your partner's not really into? But it's
with a different partner.
Yes, because we poly, that is always.
Yeah. That's the point. If it's a conversation and they're like, no, I don't like it, it doesn't do anything for me, or I had a really bad experience and I'm not into it, that's perfectly fine. I will not bring it up again. But you always have the option in poly to explore. Yeah. You can still get your kinks met with other partners.
Matter of fact, I don't know why there's been so much pagan talk around me the past couple of weeks.
Ooh.
I'll tell you what. Who? Actually, I'll use context clues. All right, so there's one person that was doing it to her partner, and I really want to see her in his harness because I know that shit makes her ass sit up. I try to figure out how to say the name, but I say the name. I don't know how, but just know they got a real big ass. Oh, but they have a real big ass, and I used to do it with them. So
that gives me nothing.
Did I ever tell you about the time that we was swapping and I was rubbing on your ex leg because I thought it was her leg?
Yeah.
There you go. See?
Okay.
Oh, that was embarrassing.
Yeah. Okay.
I should have let that go.
Yeah, the funniest shit happened. The funniest shit happened.
Funniest shit happens is group sex. Oh my god. All right. But I want to see her ass in like the little strappy doors. I know that shit is. Oh my god, that shit is.
So she.
Yeah.
That's a conversation I want to be in. And it's been a while since I've talked to her on that level, but number one, I'm surprised. Number two, I'm fascinated.
I'm very surprised too. I just want to see her ass in the
good for you, doors. Girl.
Oh.
Move. Okay, so what about you? Have you been in a situation where you've been in discussion about kink and the partner you were talking about it with was
off the top of my head right now, I can't think of a situation because my partner is here for the shits.
Mm-hmm.
But previous partners. Oh, actually, no, I can't think of one. Unfortunately, I wasn't as experienced now as I was then. Dealing with the party, so like their thing was like they didn't want to feel pain, and I didn't know how to do impact without hurting you, like without making it hurt.
Okay.
I do now. Like now, it's totally different. I know how to do it now without making it hurt.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, at that point, like, we did the first time because she wanted to try it. And she was like, nah, we're not doing this no more because this hurts and I'm not feeling it.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, all right, cool beans. I understand. I think other than that, partner-wise, I haven't really ran into that anymore. But as I'm topping other people, that has came up, and I just don't do like, okay, you don't like impact, I find me ain't gotta do impact.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how I did it. But if you are monogamous and you're into kink and your partner doesn't like a kink, like I said, kink is a very long hallway. There's a entry level, then there's a very extreme level. Talk to your partner and see if the entry level can be a soft limit. But if it's a hard limit, they just won't do it again. Like there's nothing you can't do. Mm-hmm. How do you figure out what is too far for you or what is too far for your partner? Do y'all just experiment until y'all figure it out? Like,
now, see, I don't like that.
Oh, okay.
I think that when you don't know, you need a point of reference.
Okay.
So I think talking to people who you know are more experienced or watching, because you can search, like literally you can find anything on the internet. So search for like if it's spanking or choking, they'll have like hardcore or soft romantic and then everything in between.
Mm-hmm.
Watch different levels of it and see if you're like, okay, I can probably do some of that. Or I don't like that part of it, but I do like this. But just going in blind and trying it out on each other, I just don't agree with it because it can go from a maybe I can try to a very much absolutely not, never again. And with a little bit more patience, you could have had a different outcome and a different experience.
Okay, I can see that. I think for me, how I figure out what is too far is just like you said, just from being at Munches and talking to like my community, and then some things like I find out what it's like. Oh, yo, that's a wild kink. Like one for me is any kind of blood play. I don't do any kind of blood play. Even like needles is like that's a wild kink. I know that's not for me. Going to high frequency. When I seen them do the needle thing, like, oh, that's not for me. And that's how I figured out like what things are too far for me. And as far as my partner, I just asked them. And I have a conversation like this. Hi, experimental partner. What are your hard limits? Nigga, answer.
Oh. I didn't know I was really answering. It's a really good question because I don't think I have many. Don't spit in my mouth. That's
a wild kink.
Do not spit in my mouth. I'm going to throw up.
I ain't gonna be cynical. So, you know when you kissing, right?
I'm talking about the like that type of spit. Okay. Don't do that. Kissing is different. Kissing is very different. It's a different sentiment. Yeah. It's a different functionality. Okay. But if you like reach your head back and then spit out.
Okay. Spitting. What else is your heart limit?
Bruising.
Bruising? Okay. So no trophies?
No.
I don't know how to give trophies. I'm very sad about that. Okay. Thank you, experimental partner. So that's how you will find out that's how you find out what people hard limits is and when you have went too far. And ironically, this might not. So all black people are not a monolith, but for some reason we all have the same hard limits. No scat play.
Oh yeah, I should have said that.
No scat play. No piss play. And what's the other one here all the time? And no race play. Race play is gross. I don't yuck yums except for race play. If you like race play, fuck you.
All right.
That's all I got, yo.
All right. I don't disagree. I
had to think and see if
those were conversations they didn't come to mind to say as hard limits because I've never had those conversations with anybody.
That's not, but like every time I ask like a black person, hey, what's your hard limits? Sky play. Can't piss on
Nobody's ever asked me if I would be down. I've never had the conversation, so it didn't even come to mind. But very, very good. Those are solid hard limits.
I can't think anybody would have been like, oh yeah, my hard limit is not. I mean, they did like there is other stuff. When you are negotiating, see, you might want to negotiate from a place of yes. All right. So do your fantasies stay fantasies or do you try and make them happen?
I try to make them happen. That's the whole point, right?
That's the whole point of having fantasy.
Or is there something to be said for the perpetual taboo of it always being just out of reach and then you just always have that yearning for it and you stay turned on by it? Because, some people, they want it so bad and then they get it and then they lose interest after they get it.
I could see that. Like, I could see it like, so, like there are a lot of guys. There are a lot of vanilla guys who fantasy is like having a threesome, right? Having a girl with another girl or having a girl with a dude, right? But then when they see it happen, they don't like it because the girl is moaning louder with old boy or old girl.
Yeah, they start measuring themselves.
They start measuring themselves against it. and then it kind of like kills the fantasy for them. So on that note, I could understand. Ooh, this is a fantasy of mine. I'm just gonna keep it a fantasy because what if I do it and it really doesn't happen? I have never had a fantasy like that. Everything I wanted to do, I have done, except one thing. And I'm trying to figure out how to make that shit happen.
Okay.
But
has it ever happened and not been as good as you hoped it would be?
Talking about the fantasy?
Yeah.
Yes. One of the things that was like a fantasy for a second, and I when I tried it was getting my dick sucked from the back.
Okay.
And it wasn't the person that was doing it. The person was doing an excellent job. It just didn't go to like, oh, this is not how I thought I would feel, and this is not how I whatever. Mm-hmm. The person that was doing it, excellent job, kudos, top tier. Mm-hmm. I just didn't like it. It was just okay. I'm just on my bed, and yes, this feels good down here, but then I was thinking, well, maybe in a group setting it'll be lit. Mm-hmm. I don't know, but it's kind of hard to ask. Hey, why are you back there? Why don't you just, I don't know how to throw that up in the group setting. Hey, why don't you get back there, bend my dick backwards while I'm doing it? I don't know. So maybe in a group setting, it will be more fun. But the time I did it, I was like, oh, this didn't feel the way I thought it would feel. Mm-hmm. It wasn't as enjoyable, let me not say, because it felt great.
Okay. Did you feel like you needed something else to do, like some other kind of stimulation?
No, I think so, because I think
like Ricky Bobby, like I don't know what to do with my head.
I don't know what to do with my head. Like, oh shit, I'm bent over here.
Yeah,
I don't know what to do.
I feel like maybe that was it. I think you're right in that in a group setting where you have other stimulus.
But then again, it might have been so like when you're getting it doggy style. Mm-hmm. Like, what do you do with your hands, dog?
I usually have my rose on my clit, or I can like play with my nipples.
Okay, I just want to go like that. This seems kind of boring. What the fuck they be doing up here? Like, just be. I don't know. That's all it was. I just didn't know what to do.
You just gotta throw some shit at the wall and see what sticks, man. I'm like,
oh, all right. This shit feels excellent though, but my ADD and my mind was just going there.
I think that's what it was. Yeah.
All right. No, but the shit was lit. Like, I did have fun. This person I'm talking to. The only reason I say that because I'm not for sure if I'm really talking to him, because like I was in the Telegram group, they said something, so I just shot a shot randomly. I'm like, hey, can I awkwardly flirt with you in your inbox? And they said, yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm like, oh, all right, cool. And I sent the thing. I wasn't prepared for the yes. I'm not gonna front. I'm like, oh shit, what do I do now?
Okay.
So. But in talking to this person, I realized that they're like spicy vanilla, but they're spicy vanilla because none of their partners has ever really been like freaky and ever really wanted to try shit outside the ordinary. So they have fantasies, but they don't know if they want to act them out or try them out because they never had the opportunity to.
Okay.
Which is for me is like, ooh, okay. What are those fantasies? Mm-hmm. We can knock this shit out, yo. We can knock this shit out over a summer, yo. Like,
over a summer. Okay.
I might be doing a lot of fucking this summer. I'll keep everybody posted.
We're all rooting for you.
And so I'm like, oh, but over the summer, yo, we can knock this shit out. Mm-hmm. We can get a lot of these fantasies out the way. So, but I do think it is on the person. I would want the person to have these fantasies and try them out. I had a friend tell me she has this tentacle fantasy. Actually, that nigga told me a lot of shit. One of the wildest things was when Captain America came out a couple months ago. That nigga texted me like, "Hey, I want to see Red Hulk fuck the Storm." Excuse me? What do you mean? I want to find a porn where it's Red Hulk fucking Storm. I was like, that is some of the wildest shit I've ever read. Let me know if you find it, though. Send me the link. That is just...
What, okay, did she say what it was about?
She says... fuck, I don't remember off the top of my head what she said, but it was like the visual, and then it was just the weirdness. So she likes tentacle porn because the weirdness gets her off.
Okay.
I have this new game I started playing. I mean, forgot the name for the game, where it's pretty much just like you boxing my fucking machine, right? It's my fucking machine and the one against you. 3-minute rounds, 12 rounds. You make it all 12 rounds, you win.
12?
12 rounds. Your friend made it 9.
Okay.
But she wants to play the game, but she wants to play the game with a tentacle. She's like, can you get a tentacle sleeve? And I was like, I don't know what that is. Let me see if I can find it.
I've seen one.
And apparently all the cool kids have one. So I'm now being encouraged to buy a tentacle sleeve. Y'all hear about that later on this summer.
The pleasure dom in you is going to get it.
I'm going to get it because I'm here for the people.
I hear you.
I'm here for the people. Like, all right. So, but I told her, I'm like, hey, well, how about I just get you a tentacle and I just put it on the machine. Oh my gosh, yes, can you do that? My nigga, I got you. Yo, yeah, I can do that. So, when it's her turn to play the game,
mm-hmm.
She wants a tentacle, and I'm going to give her the tentacle. She sent me this little... I don't even know what to call this shit. So it's like a tentacle standing up, right?
Mm-hmm. And
you take your wand massager, and there's a hole for it. Turn the wand massager on, and it vibrates the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
It looks cool. I ain't going to front. That shit looks really cool. I'm like, ooh. I kind of want to buy that too. I don't know what the fuck who I'm going to use it on, but it looks so cool. I'm like, oh, this is kind of cool.
That's interesting.
It's interesting. Until I met this person, I didn't know there were so many kinds of tentacles, and
there's a big community for that.
Apparently it is.
There's a big community for it.
Yeah, hey, you like it? I love it.
Maybe it feels.
So I do have a tentacle glass dildo for my partner,
mm-hmm.
but I think because like it's, I guess where the suction cups would be, it's like ridgy.
Mm-hmm.
So it's it's big ridgy, small ridgy, like back and forth, like on a thing. So maybe it's like a texture thing. Maybe it feels different up there.
Maybe, but like with the silicone ones, it's like because I'm nosy like that. So from what I've read from the women in that community who like it, it's
mm-hmm.
it's the wiggly.
It's the wiggly?
Yeah, and then like I guess it's the image of like, because
I think like it could
they can just
visual.
Like they can fit them tentacles inside of anything, like talking about actual like octopus and squid and stuff. They can fit inside anything. So it's like the thought of totally engulfing something in your vagina, like that's an aspect of the turn on too.
Ooh, I have a quick story.
Okay.
So I went to BlurredCon this year.
Mm-hmm.
And they had this orgasm panel. So the sexologist that was in the panel was like, hey, the average vagina size is 5 to 8 inches. And I'm like, okay. And then I stopped and thought, and I raised my hand and asked a question. I'm like, so I have a question. The women who are fucking these men that have 12-inch dicks or whatever, if the average vagina is, I say 5 to 7 inches, where does the rest of their dick go?
Well, as a woman gets aroused, doesn't the vagina kind of expand?
No, this is a Sherry question. So, Think in your business.
My business.
Yes.
Okay.
You have a vagina. I don't. So this. Have you ever fucked a bed that had like a 12-inch dick before?
Not 12.
10.
I would say he was probably about 9 or 10.
All right.
And it didn't go all the way.
Okay.
If that was the next.
That was the next question was like this. So did it go all the way in, and then so how much did it? We're really in your business. How much did it fit in there?
I can't tell you.
You didn't.
I wasn't looking down there. No.
All right.
No, I was busy doing other things. But what I can say is that those sex sessions definitely take more time because he obviously needs more stimulation. Which is not always a bad thing, but ladies, just hydrate.
Drink water.
Hydrate and pace yourself.
All right. But so the room looked at me like I was wrong for asking a question. It seemed like a sensible question to me. I'm like, wait, because if you're only saying the average vagina is from 5 to 7 inches, he got 12 inches of dick. And if he's putting it all, if he's going all in there, where's the rest of this dick going? Like, it didn't make sense to me. I had a friend, he sent me a video, and it was like, this is why this is such dick doesn't, I'll show it to you. But he made it make sense. I'm like, oh, all right. All right, so thank you for making it this far in the show. This is, we have been all over the place.
Yeah.
And it's been a while. I miss my friend Sherry.
I miss you too.
We might go eat after this. No, actually, it's not. It's going to be a tornado, so we can't eat after this. But
it's storming today.
It's storming. It's going to flood in Houston. Watch. Oh, do you have any tips for the people?
That was my tip. That last one. If ladies, if you dealing with a man who is above average, prepare for like a good 24 hours beforehand.
Damn, nigga, really?
No, dead ass.
That's okay.
Prepare. Stretch. Hydrate. Eat. Because it's going to take a minute. And then when you're done, what do? We sleep.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's like one of them bad surprises. Like, ooh, you don't want to be too big. You don't want to be too little. Like, that's... Maybe this is why dick pics are a thing, yo. It's one of them bad surprises. Like, ooh, yeah. Ooh, gosh. Ooh.
And dick pics aren't bad.
When they're consented.
When solicited. Yeah.
When they're solicited. But I call them like picture dicks. Like, yo, they only good for the picture because I can't think of too many women like, ooh, yeah, I love big old dick. Ooh. It's kind of the opposite for everybody I talk to. My tip, I said I was going to wrap around from the beginning. It was,
shit. God dang.
Oh, it was choking. Choke your man. Oh, no, it wasn't choking. It was lube up your hands. Don't grab your man's dick with it. Don't grab your man's dick with a dry hand.
Lube your man's dick.
Coconut oil, Uber lube, squid, water base, silicone base. Get a lube.
Spit. Use your mouth.
Does not work. Well, you can use your mouth, like if you like sucking dick or whatever. That helps a little bit.
If you like it, because you got to keep doing it though. So be best if you like it.
I guess that do work. All right, cool business. That works. All right, let me try to wrap this up. Oh, the first time go. It's been a while. Hey, remember, life is too short life is too short to be miserable. If you're not happy, leave. Especially just lube up her hands. Yo, nigga, get the fuck out of there. Nigga, run. Have your dick burning up. Bye.
Bye.